It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
How dare you!
Well, hello there guys, and welcome to the channel. Right? Yes, right, wrong, right. What's up, Eric Nelson? Good morning to you, my friend. What are we gonna do today? Top 2 Om's hiding. As always, very welcome. As always, very welcome. Let's drop some messages here. What's up, Reginald, Pekka, Sierra, Soham? Everybody, look at you. You guys are awesome. All here already. Live and chilling. Live and chilling. Live and chilling. Do. I think that's fine. Sent out a couple. You guys can do me a massive favor as well, and if you can just spam this link in a couple of line rooms, that we'd greatly appreciate it. Tell your alliance mates to come and hang out, because we all know this is the best place to hang out in the morning or at night, depending where in the world you are. Runs after 10 hours, Act 5 is 100%. Nice, good job, James, good job. What's up, James? Sorry, not what's up, Jack Ryan, is what I meant to say. So we have some of this stuff to do. So, Uncollected, 4 stars, rank 3, 5 stars, all that other good stuff. So, I want to do the one path here. I'm gonna swap around the team a bit. I took my plat pool, 5-star plat pool, to rank 3. So we can have a bit of fun with this guy. And, who else? Who else? Do tech champion. Who else will we invite? I guess we're gonna invite Annihilus. Annihilus. And Mr. Mo himself. What's up, Growler? Let me give you a handshake. Handshake delivered. Now, answer this question for me.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Good morning, Dexter. Good morning. Guten Morgen, Dexter. See, Mo is fearless. So we are going to go with the level 1. Oh shit. I also need to make this fella miss if I want a persistent charge. But this Chad does not like missing if he can throw level 1. So, clearly, there we go. There we go, Unstoppable Colossus. You could do Unstoppable Colossus, but you want Red Guardians and then do Unstoppable Colossus, and then he can actually hit really, really hard. It's nice. I got my magic and my egg awakened now. Nice, very good.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Okay, let's do one more fight with Maw. Let's do one more fight with Maw. That not so scrummy Squidward anymore. Nah, he's still quite bad though. I might rank him up if solo mode is, you know, relevant thing, because, you know, seems quite good for that stuff. Ah, shit. Missed it, but still gave you a Fury. 2 persistent charges. We're gonna be kicking ass with Ebony Maw today. By the looks of it. By the looks of it, we're gonna be kicking ass with Ebony Maw. What do you guys say? What say you guys? You see, once again, just hurry heavy, get that degen. Yeah? I think he needed one of the synergies to make him falter quicker, something like that. Can't let him miss too much. I don't think I'm gonna get a persistent charge here. Yeah, that's a definite no. Oh well, I didn't get my mission. Son of Proxima Colors. Well, he was technically like the leader of the group though. What's up, Caffeine Rin? What's his actual cosmic? Is he son of Corvus and Proxima? I doubt it, but... Okay, now we can talk. Because this Chad already has a Fury buff. 2 of them. Somebody is gonna get to nullify them. Very good. Very good. Now I just need to dance about a little bit. Come falter. Look at all those degens. Look at all them degens. Ah, just die. But yeah, what's up, Rin? The original was changed in the movie. Well, I'm sure it was, but what is his actual origin? Is he like actually like in comics son of Proxima and Corvus? That's kind of dope. Okay, so here now we're gonna go in with Maw again. It's quite fun. Quite fun. Let's go for a full combo. Alright, Maw isn't even a villain. He's just a misunderstood soul. Did you know that, boys? Maw is not a villain. Ah, shit. Alright, I don't need persistent charges anyways. I should have let him miss here. I should have let him miss here. Person Proxima, husband and wife. Yeah, I did know that. I did know that. He's one of Kabam's pre-release nerfs. That's correct. His dashback's quite neat. To be honest, like it's a shame that he sucks so much because he could be quite a neat character. It looks cool. His abilities are actually, you know, not that bad. It's just he's bad. That makes sense. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that will finish exploring this map where I made a big blunder, but okay. We're gonna forget about that. And then we can jump on the next one. I want to ebony maw this guy. I want to see if he can ebony maw Dragon Man. Just go with this. Oh right, I can't power drain him. Ooh, that's gonna suck. That is going to suck. Okay, so we got the degens going now. We can go for level 2s. Oh shit. I need you, boy. Come on. Let's get big degens. But I can't power. Well, we nearly got there. We got him 22%. You did your best. You did your best to do it. Can't wait for Craven. Yeah, I know it's gonna be quite interesting. Yesterday when I was going to bed, I saw that poster pop up. I was kind of annoyed because both the buffs and the new champion thing got announced or leaked when I was going to sleep. I was like, for fuck's sake, again, I'm missing out. Okay, let's just smash him. Smash them all. Smash them all. Ah, shit, I did not mean to do this. There you go. They're gonna be skill champ? Maybe, yeah. Would make sense, I guess. What else? He can be like skill or science, right? Like the design team, process and tired of working, that's why only one champ releasing. No. Typically, like last year we only got one, which was Spider Ham, and the year before we only got one, which was Silver Surfer. It's because in December, you know, they have all sorts of events and things and stuff like that. Which is why typically December is just the one champion. So it's not like, don't get me wrong, I think the dev team is understaffed, frustrated and whatever else, but I don't think that's the reason behind it, no. Okay, so let's maw this up again. See what I did there? Maw this up. In the comics, maw was terrifying. Yeah, definitely. Right. Let maw take this one. Power steal, easy money. Stop Krishna, how are you doing? What am I doing? Just chilling. Chilling. Aha, you suck. Stupid Ronin. And I got my persistent charge. Yep, keep degening. Haha. At least people will stop crying for the release of Craven. Well, yeah. They're gonna go to crying that he's not amazingly insane. To be honest, like, when it comes to release of new champions, like, I always wanted Jubilee in game, but once she got released, I kind of wish they never released her in the game, because I really don't like her. Like, you know, and because of this game, I don't like Jubilee as much anymore. I'm just saying. What's up, Arman? How are you doing? My little cosmic enforcer, Annihilus. How's my health coming along? I think it's better. Still, for whatever reason, I can't get rid of that stuff, but ah shit, I had nothing. I had nothing in the tank. But it's okay, we're gonna get some weaknesses, we're gonna heal up. We can do this. Lurking? Lying. What are you doing? Not lurking, you're lying. You know what? We don't believe you, JJ. Does Craven have powers? He has like enhanced strength and stuff like that he gets from some sort of herbal drinks and shit, I think. Will I be making alt accounts for units and stuff? Maybe. Well, I have that Thekiryu that I can finish exploring. Maybe I'll make like 1 or 2 more, but I'm not gonna do it like crazy. Yeah, but get me? Okay. Ah, shit, I messed up. I nearly got it up. I messed it up. Affection removed, computer says no. Exactly. Announcement was made, no details though. Which announcement? About Craven? Or which? What announcement? What are you talking about, that young man? Oh yeah, Mike literally said that not all alt accounts are good and stuff like that. They're just gonna make sure it's harder to gift with them. But they did not, in any meaningful capacity anyway, say that, well... Okay, so let's get this thing very clear. The BAMs already specifically said that they're not against all alt accounts. And that what that announcement likely means is that you're gonna have harder bar to access gifting. I'll make a video on it today, I'll talk about it, but what it most likely is that you're gonna either have to become Cavalier, or the account's gonna have to be X months old, or the account is gonna have higher level bracket ceiling that you need to reach, something of the sort. We don't know details. They specifically did not say details, so we do not know the minimum amount of work that is required to be able to gift this year. They did that specifically, so we do not know what exactly will be needed. And people can't, you know, mass abuse and do the bare minimum needed to unlock gifting. But the fact itself remains that it 100% means that the bar to access gifting will be increased. Hope Crank is some away counter abilities and some ramp up ability because he studies his opponents and learns. Well, we'll see what happens with Kramen. We'll see soon enough. Some of the alt accounts can't gift unless they are level 60. It's gonna be something of the sort. And strengthen some. Morning bond. I made a ticket. Kabam asking rank down for ghost rank 3 generic. Refund 6 stones. What are the chances? No, you're not gonna get that. I really doubt that you. No chance. Or very little chance. How about that? Very little chance. $3K is possible in one day. Very good. We will go for level 2. And oh, come on, really? 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 Let's get that energized. Okay. Probably make level 25 plus participation. We'll see. We'll see what they make. In comics, Nick was and Thanos in MCOC. Yeah, of course. In this game, Nick is an absolute beefcake, and Thanos is a turd. Sentry as well. Do you want to talk about Sentry? Yeah. Wasn't gifting based on how long you had in your alliance last time? No, it had nothing to do with alliance. For alliance, if the only thing you have to do with alliance, whether your score counts towards your alliance's total score for like leaderboard and stuff like that, but not individual player gifting. You need to be in alliance to gift. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be level 60 because level 60 seems to be a bit harsh of a requirement. It could be like level 50 because level 50 is fairly easy to get, or level 45, something like that. But it definitely will not be level 60. I can guarantee that. If they make how minimum for gifting, people will have fit? Yeah, probably. So this they know how to fix, but arena bots and all crap that goes on gifting they allow. Apparently so. Apparently so. What's up? Is this here? Need to fucking clarify the specific now. No, they will not clarify it on purpose because they do not want you to be able to do the bare minimum and be able to gift. They will not clarify it on purpose, and they should not clarify it on purpose because then all of these, you know, alt account farmers who see green cheddar gold in front of their eyes will know exactly what they need to do. That is the last thing Kabam wants to do. Because Kabam is perfectly fine with you having an alt account, but they do not support you having 50 alt accounts that, you know, get easy units and get you a ton of items. So make that clear. Kabam is not, will not, and should not tell you now exactly what the requirement is going to be for you to be able to give. Because that is the entire idea. Kabam does not support you making 100 alt accounts to earn 2,000 units quickly and then get a shit ton of crystals. Make that clear. 100. There's no question about it. Kabam does not want you to do that. And truth to be told, I don't like that kind of thing either. I think everybody's just getting insanely fucking greedy trying to score some, like, you know, free graded gifting crystals or some shit like that, and people are going mental over it. I don't think that's a healthy thing for you as an individual to spend next month every day grinding out a new account just because you've seen fucking green cheddar in front of your eyes. I don't think it's a good thing for the game's economy, or overall player base as a whole, and I don't know, even mental health of the player base. It's definitely not a good thing for Kabam mobs. And I support that. I don't think that is how alt accounts should be, you know, intended to be used. Kabam wants you to make alt accounts if you actually plan on using them and, you know, have them be active in the game and growing them. That's why Kabam says that they will not outrule alt accounts, because they don't mind you having 2 or 3 accounts that you actually play. They mind you having 20 accounts that you only use for farming. You waste time. Yeah, exactly. You waste your time legally, and that's fine, but it doesn't mean it's a good or a healthy thing. What's the best way to put it? If McDonald's starts selling their cheeseburgers for 1 cent as a promotion, and you sit there for 1 month eating 500 cheeseburgers a day, that's not a good or healthy thing, even though it's perfectly legal. That is effectively what you're doing to your brain right now. You are wasting your time, ruining your own days, just because you're getting something for cheaper or whatever. You're getting this massive saving or whatever it is that think you're getting. It's not a good thing. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. Do you understand that? Please tell me you understand that. The event is and has been broken for years. If it was up to me, the event would be cancelled ages ago. I don't like gifting event. I don't support gifting event. And, you know, if it was up to me, the event would not exist at this point. Because if they cancelled gifting as a whole, knowing that there is a huge issue with it, they should have never brought back gifting event. Reality of it is, it makes a lot of money. It does not mean it's necessarily great for game economy or whoever. Truth to be told, gifting event is 100% the biggest reason why we have mega whales. That even I, playing as many years as I have been playing actively in top tier alliances, I can't catch up to the mega whales. Because, you know, people buy these greater gifting crystals by thousands, and they open them back in, like, I don't know, June. You know, whenever they need tier 4 basics, whenever they need any resources, they just and you know, that's why we need to be very sensitive in what's going to be in those crystals. Because, yeah, you know, this gifting event is fucked up. This gifting event is the only place in the history in the game where you have infinite amounts of finite resources. Right now, if you need 100 tier 5 basics, you can't get it. You can't get it because, you know, there is nowhere to buy. You might have $1 million in your bank account, but you are not able to purchase as many tier 5 basics as you want because the game economy limits it. Greater gifting event unlocks all those limits, and I dislike it heavily. I am heavily against gifting event and greater gifting crystals as a thing, especially if you can store them for half a year and use them whenever you see, you know, need them. So yeah, no, you know, if it was up to me, there would be no greater gifting crystals and there would be no event like this. But you cannot stand there and tell me that that is a good or healthy or whatever type of thing that you are trying to do. And that you want to make, I don't know, 40 alt accounts and, you know, benefit from the changes in the system to kind of like, I don't know, try and maximize your profits. And again, and not a lot of people talk about that. These mobile games have a problem because they are very addictive and they do disturb a lot of our lives. That's one of the upsides of mobile gaming, because you can game anywhere and everywhere. But also this model is very intrusive in people's lives. And the moment you start talking about spending 40 days straight or 30 days straight, 8 hours on your phone to farm units for some event, just so you get some more digital trinkets, it's not okay. It's not healthy for body or mind. It's not healthy for game's economy or player base. Yes, there are issues with the event, but that's resorting to whataboutism. What about that? What about them? It doesn't matter. We're talking about this right now. You know, event is broken. Fact. I don't think gifting event should exist, personally. But that does not change. And anything else that is broken regarding gifting event does not change the fact that this thing right here is not good or healthy for the game or for you as a human being playing the game. If you are trying and thinking of doing it. Would it be wrong to do one alt account? No. It's not wrong. You can do one alt account, you can do two alt accounts, but be aware that you do not know the requirements. You can do one alt account, get it like level, I don't know, 50, get it to cow, whatever, do two alt accounts, fine, but actually, like, you know, beef it up. Don't do alt account today. Do a, like, I will probably use my Team Kiryu Explore Act 1, 2, 3, finally, I think. If I haven't already, I need to check. And you know, I'm gonna get some units on that account. Maybe I'll make one more, so I'll have a couple of accounts. You know, fine. But don't get greedy. Don't go overboard with it. Everybody's looking at this thing right now. It's kind of like some sort of free ticket to heaven. Forgetting that, first of all, this is a game. Second of all, those are fucking greater gifting crystals. They will not, you know, change your life, if that makes sense. And everybody is just so fucking greedy. It's actually quite disgusting to look at. Everybody's only focused on, I can get another pug. Fuck it. It's really not that. It's not good. It's really not good. How to get 6-star Iron Man? Open crystals and hope to pull him. That's about it. Yeah, I'm not grinding arenas right now. Partially or largely because of all the fucked up things that are happening in arena right now. 100% agree. 100% agree. If I have one of the 100 biggest accounts in the game and I'm unable to grind for a champion without spending tons and refreshes and stuff like that, arenas clearly have a problem. I used to grind pretty much every single 6-star that came in arena for several months in a row, and it just got to the point where it's like, it's not possible. If BG dedicates time and showcasing his unit grinding, I believe he knows what he does, otherwise he would not sponsor Exploit. Again, BG first of all made that video showcasing that it is a problem. You are missing the intention. He made the video showcasing that yes, it is perfectly legal and it's not, you know, an exploit or whatever, but and it is a problem. It could be a problem. And B, whatever he's doing with his account, I can guarantee you he's not planning on making 50 of them. They better not fuck up? What do you mean they better not fuck up? They will make sure that most of the alt accounts that people are making right now and just getting to those 2,000 units will not be able to gift. They will make sure of it. So if you make an alt account, carry on playing it. Get as many units on one alt account as you can and carry on playing it. Ah shit, here we go again. Okay. Oh. some limit, do an alt account, have fun. If you happen to make enough, yeah, it's exactly. If you want to make an alt account, or 2 or 3 or 4, fine, do it. But carry on playing them and, you know, push them forward. Don't just abandon them once you get 2,000, 3,000 units. How to get Iron Man 1 open crystal. There you go. Open a crystal. Okay, let's see what this guy does. Okay, my cable connection seems to be iffy. For whatever reason. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? Okay, let's try and swap it to the other cable. I hate these issues. If they nerfed gifting event and brought something else, how would you like this event to be? Well, the thing is, my biggest problem, my only problem with the gifting event is that it is revolving around infinite amount of money. There is no end to it. It's effectively an auction for the rarest resources in the game, and I can guarantee you that, again, gifting solo event scores will have the best rewards we have ever seen. There's probably going to be like full tier 6 basic, full tier 3 alpha, if not 2 of them or 3 of them, and stuff like that. There's going to be crazy good rewards in solo gifting event. And my problem is that it is an auction within... It's the only time in the game when it's an auction. It's spend more. It's not pay this X amount of money to receive this X amount of goods. It's an auction. And same with gifting crystals. I do think that open end of this event, the fact that there is no limit, the only limit is the amount of money you have, it is not good. And how would I like that one to be? You know, that's a very, you know, complex question. Luckily, I'm not the game designer in charge of designing that type of events. If I was, I would probably give it more thought. The truth of the matter is, I don't know. I don't know how it ought to be. You know what? I don't know at the moment what would be the best way around it. But I can guarantee you, it would not be like it is currently, where it is an infinite amount of, you know, items that I'm able to acquire. I think at this point we are talking problems. Only real reason why it is all right, okay with, let's say, Cavalier crystals, is because you're only talking about one small aspect of the game. Not small, but one aspect of the game, which is champions, right? And there, you can open every single cow crystal that's ever existed in the game. If you don't have the catalyst, if you don't have everything else that you need to progress, you won't progress. But gifting crystals combine catalysts, crystal shards, everything. So it has much bigger impact than cav crystals, for instance, do. I need to fix this. Elgato, yeah, it's not the capture card's problem, it's the lightning adapter cable's problem. Where's my phone? Here we go. Good. Phone. Here we go. There we go. Elon Musk is doing Legends then? Huh? What are you on about? Elon Musk opens new ID. Instant 6-star rank force. Well, that's pretty much the point. Gifting event is the only event throughout the year where you can instantly overtake everybody who has worked years and years on their progression. Ah, Tigra. Such a beast. Easy Terek skill. Easy Terek skill. They make offer word. Yeah, well, exactly. That's exactly. Game economy exists for a reason, and nobody likes it. Everybody on a personal level wants more shit for less effort, for less work. But if everybody gets everything easily or easier, it loses its meaning. It's quite simple as that. You know, the pulling a 6-star or pulling a great 6-star is only amazing and awesome because there are so many shitty ones, and so many of your openings have been shitty. And yeah, maybe they sell 10k 6-star shards for $1, and one thing is if they sell one offer as a promotion, you know, you can get 10k 6-star shards for $1 once. You know, that's fine. It doesn't damage game economy. It can be a very cool promotion. It can be, you know, good for the game, good for morale or whatever. And then imagine then they set infinite amount, like you can buy as many as you want. So you can buy 100 of these for $100, which is one Odin, which is not like an outrageous purchase, which is like a casual offer. You'd end up with what? 10,000? No, it's 100,000, 1,600,000, whatever, for $100. And everybody does that. Is that good for the game? No. No, not at all. And imagine that if they keep that for like 2 weeks. For 2-3 weeks, you can buy a 6-star crystal for $1. Well, shit, it really shit. It quite literally killed the game. And do what they want. There is nothing in the gifting event that will break the game. I disagree. Gifting event, come on. Gifting event has everything in it. All the rarest resources, all the rarest items. Gifting event affects entire game economy. Unlike cab crystals or something like that. Unlike 6-star crystals, whatever else. Gifting events typically have awakening gems, signature stones, crystal shards, catalysts, everything. If there is nothing in gifting event that can break the game, then nothing can break the game according to your logic, because gifting crystals combine every single valuable item that typically are there. Gifting crystals are like the one most universal effective tool to break the game. Yeah, but it's all RNG. Yeah, but you can get, if you, it stops being RNG to the amount to the point where you can open insane amounts of them or super large quantities. If you don't understand that, that's the entire point of it. It's not really RNG anymore. If you can open, what's the best way to put it? Imagine you toss a coin. If you have to toss the coin once, you have 50-50 shot, heads or tails. But if you have to toss the same coin 1,000 times, you can be sure as shit sure that plenty of times you will land as tails and plenty of times you will land as heads. Because the probability dictates the more inputs you have, the more likely you are gonna end up on the average outcome, which would be if you toss a coin 100 times, you are quite likely to land thereabouts 50 heads, 50 tails, plus minus, you know, couple entries. And the same thing with opening greater gifting crystals. If you open enough of them, by the probability, you are likely to get an average, you know, distribution of those rewards. So no, what you're talking at the moment is total bullshit, and the gifting crystals themselves are, by definition, the most dangerous crystals in the game when it comes to game balance. Because they affect champion acquisition, they affect signature stones, they affect catalysts, and they affect literally everything, every valuable resource that is and exists in the game. Greater gifting crystals can't break the game is like saying that cutting off a human's head does not mean that you are killing the human, for instance. Yes, it does. Yes, it fucking does. You don't know what you're talking about. It's like the literal definition of everything that's important in this aspect. Like 1 GGC for 1,000 units instead of 300. How will that help? Increasing the price, how will that help for an average player who, for instance, let's say you don't have the time to farm these units. Why would you suffer because other people are mentally greedy? You know what I mean? Why would the price be increased? That is also a shit suggestion. Incredibly shit suggestion. Makes absolutely no sense to increase the price because some people are trying to, you know, it's clear that here is an issue. And that is not the price of gifting crystal. What is good time for Legends running Heroic Master difficulty? Around 3 hours, from what I know. Around 3 hours. So I'll tell you, they got A pocket rank 4. My main questing team is 5-star Nick, Doom, Colossus. So nice, very good. Congratulations, bro. I really like Ultron these days. I really like playing with Ultron these days. I take your comment with good faith. That's how you should. That's how you should. But honestly, it's a very shit idea. Should I buy Kabam or Netmarble? No. It would be the worst decision of your life. But yeah, here's the effective problem with the greater gifting crystals. So imagine next 6 stone offer comes out. You know, we have a limit of you can buy this offer once, twice, 3, 4, or 5 times, right? So it means even if you have X amount of money in your bank account, you can't buy a specific offer more than, you know, 2 or 3 times as they typically come out. When it comes to gifting crystals, yes, there's a lot more RNG involved, but which we just discussed, that increasing the amount decreases the randomness. But imagine that next 6 stone offer doesn't have a limit. It says, let's say you pay $10 and you get 5 6 stones, right? One thing is when they are selling 4 of these things, when you can give 20 sig levels to any champion. You know, if you have money, it's helpful. It helps to get where you're trying to go. But, you know, it's not game breaking, realistically. You know, somebody gets basically a dupe. If you have money, you get a dupe on whichever champion you want, sig level wise. But now imagine if there is no limit to that 6 stone offer. Pay $10, get 5 6 stones, and do it as many times as you want. Anybody who has money automatically has every single 6-star champion at sig 200 that they desire. So any champion that affects their prestige and any champion that is reliant on sig levels, like, I don't know, you know, Omega Reds and everything else. That is what happens when you remove the limit, when you allow infinite amounts of infinite amounts of these resources who typically are limited to be introduced in the game. That's why gifting event is so dangerous, because it doesn't have a limit to what your potential gains can be. The only limit is your desire and your ability to acquire those great gifting crystals. So at this point, imagine next 6 stone offer. Anybody who has money automatically has max prestige in the game and every relevant champion's max sig. And then you're trying to tell other people that they have to compete with that, which is impossible. You know, the game already has, you know, fairly separate aspects to people who spend a crap ton of money, to people who spend a little, to people who don't spend at all. And vast majority of that divide often is these gifting events, and it always explodes. If I can somewhat catch up to my wealthier teammates throughout the year, because we all earn same alliance rewards and I'm always active, I do all the content, sometimes I grind, whatever. Throughout the year, we stay more or less in level in amount of rank 3 6 stars, we can rank new champions, we can acquire, stuff like that. Then gifting event, they always explode ahead by double or triple. Like at a time when I had like 20 rank 3 6 stars, I had an alliance mate who had 60. And me with 20 rank 3 6 stars was like a massive account. But my alliance mate had thousands of greater gifting crystals in his account, and whenever he wanted to rank up a champion, he just popped a couple dozen, and he had all the rank up materials he could want. And on top of that, he obviously got extra 6 stones and extra crystal shards that he helped him acquire more champions. But the main issue was the rank up resources, because those greater gifting crystals contain tier 5 basic catalysts and tier 5 class catalyst fragments, I believe. So At any given point, he had all the rank up resources he wanted. That is the danger of the gifting event. The fact that the resources given in it are not limited. Even Cyber Weekend, you know, if you spend money, you get some good shit. And if you have saved up units, you can also get some good shit. But there is a limit to it. You can get, I don't know, 5 Nexus crystals. No more than that. Right? Or you can get, I don't know, 1 tier 6 basic total or 1 6-star awakening gem. Stuff like that. But you can get 1, you can use it and it's done. And imagine if these offers, Cyber Weekend, are unlimited. You can buy them every day of the week as many times as you want. The game would die. That's why game economies exist. That's why these offers often are limited. And that's why I also hate gifting event. Because it removes all limits. It's kind of like spending Wild West, if you will. I wasn't talking about cow, by the way. I was talking about somebody else. Oh, whoopsies. Yeah, good luck, Tobex. Okay, so I get promise if I parry heavy. Cool. Don't know how strong those promises are. Only Act 1, 2, 3 got me some revives. Yeah, you can definitely get a ton of revives now in earlier acts. It was an alliance mate in not in New Nation. It was alliance mate in. It was alliance mate in ASR. French, I believe. His username. Still saw screenshots, I think, in July with like 2,000 something greater gifting crystals in it. I remember when Lou left the game, he was NY718 leader. He had like 2,500 greater gifting crystals, and that was again middle of the year. So that's literally what these super wealthy players do. They, oh crap, they quite literally, ah shit, they quite literally just buy, you know, ridiculous amounts of those greater gifting crystals. And save them up to whenever they need rank up resources. Ah shit, I got tagged by it. Somehow. Let's nullify this. Shit. How did he hit me? Whatever. Why is Solar missing all the time? Because he has a node that gives him guaranteed hits, guaranteed crits. Killmonger looks cool with both Roost Rank and Vibration. Yeah, he does. I actually am planning on ranking up Killmonger as my next skill rank 3, I think. My next skill rank 3. What do you think about new account abuse for gifting event? I'll make a video on it. I have spent pretty much entire stream already talking about it. Honestly, I don't want to go over it in detail, so there will be a video, is what I'm gonna say. Getting Thronebreaker difficulty soon after next progression title? I'm not sure about soon, but at some point we will, yeah. Not necessarily like immediately soon. It can take quite a while. Like, you know, it took quite a while to introduce Cav EQ. I think it took like a year plus. So we can't say it's gonna be soon. It could be. It could be a while. Those two do not necessarily go hand in hand. Yeah, you should probably start watching the stream from the start then if you want to, because we have been pretty much discussing that thing like all the time. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. What is the new account abuse? Here we start. It's the fact that you can earn those units super quickly now. So you can make a new account and shit ton of units, wait for gifting event, and, you know, give all of them to yourself. There we go. Good annihilus. Ah, shit. Look who's immune. Look who's immune. Haha. Yeah, Nimrod looks like a Pokemon or a marshmallow or something. Marshmallow Pokemon. He looks like an evolution of Jigglypuff or some shit. You know, it's okay, don't worry. But yeah, we have pretty much spent the entire stream talking about it. Okay. Come at me, bro. Ah, shit. No, 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 no. I'm so dead. 9% is not gonna be enough. Get 5% here. And yeah, okay, I'm dead. Question about past downturn should have also ranked materials. Yeah, I agree. Incursions at the moment are quite worthless. I honestly think the game would be better served if they just deleted incursions off the game entirely, stopped wasting time and effort and games, you know, cash and everything else with it, and just, you know, gave us something else instead. Привет, как дела? Привет. What's up, Trubeto? How are you doing? But yeah, no, I generally think the game would have been better off, like, if Incursions was never approved and they had spent the same amount of time and energy dealing with different issues in the game, I think, oh shit, we would have been better off with MCOC in general. I think Incursions is a huge fail, and Like incursions for the gold? Yeah, but you know, it could easily be replaced with something else. What I'm trying to say is incursions doesn't have any significant relevance in the game. If you look at everything else in the game, it serves a lot more point. Serves a lot more purpose.
Damn, that is a man right there.
Than incursions does. Like Alliance Quest, Alliance War, everything else. Everything else in this game is more important than every other game mode. Story modes or side event quests or everything. It's just a waste of effort, the way I look at it. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be replaced incursions. It's going to be just new PvP mode. What I'm trying to say is, like, you know, incursions are here. Fine, I guess they can stay. But in general, I'm saying, like, don't do anything for the game. Really, they don't. I think it was a mistake. Add them to the game. I think the time could have been spent better elsewhere, and we would have better game as a result of it. Kind of imagine if you're building a car, but you get strangely fascinated by, I don't know, how the back of driver's seat should look for the passenger, and you spend a crap ton of time designing it, and you put in, like, I don't know, a TV in there and a speaker system, and you make sure it's like the best back of the driver's seat, you know, most equipped, most modern thing in the any car possible. You know, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, it's not gonna help it to be a good car. It's not gonna, like, help you sell it to anyone, and it's not gonna improve the car in any meaningful way. You know, if you're, it's kind of like that. It's just kind of like focusing so much attention to something that ultimately barely matters. Incursions could be so much cooler. Incursions could be so much cooler, but they ain't. What's up, Jadzi? How are you doing? Well, before I got my car. Yeah. No, we do not have an estimated date of PvP mode, as far as I'm aware. There we go. Gifting requirements on most people's mind now. Not sure it will change. I hope I will. I'm sure quite a lot will change. But I'm not going to talk more about gifting requirements today, because I have spent already like 1 hour discussing it. Gifting requirements, new account exploitation, and everything else. So I'm not going to talk about it now. What happened to wish crystals?
I don't think so.
Nothing. Exactly nothing. Nothing has happened to them. Gain your cowardice buffs. Because you're a coward. Haha, SmackDown Captain. No, I don't actually watch trailers anymore. Oh no, I have not seen the new Spider-Man trailer, sorry. I specifically decided stop watching any and all trailers quite a while ago. Because I don't want to know half the movie before I watch the movie. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, I don't watch trailers anymore. If I'm interested in the movie, I'll watch it anyways. I don't need the trailers. If I'm not interested in the movie, you know, I'm fine with watching it later if it kind of like pops up. But like, okay, no, I guess I should say I need to be more specific. I watch trailers for movies that have already been released and that I have not heard about. If I know about the movie coming out, that means it's already on my radar, and if I want to watch it, I'll watch it. If I don't want to watch it, I'm not gonna watch it, but I don't need a bloody trailer to decide. If a movie has been out for like a year, 2 or 3, and you know, I either haven't heard about it or whatever, yeah, I'll watch a trailer for that movie, because, you know, I want to know what the hell the movie's about. But if I'm aware of that movie, I'm not gonna watch it. Oh, God damn, now he's going into trailer tangent. Shut up, James. I go on tangents. That's what I do. Don't like it?
God, those communists are amazing.
You fucking donkey!
You don't like it? You can piss off. Come on. Come on then. I should probably aim for level 2s. Yeah, I should probably aim for level 2s. I accept that he gained a Fury and I had to nullify it. That was are the rules. If he gains a Fury, I have to nullify it. Come on, boy. Come on, girl. Come on, thing. There we go. There we go. This is our thing. What content's he good for? XL variant, variant 1. If he's SIG 200, Alliance War offense, Alliance War defense. He's decent for defense even if he's not SIG 200, but he should be awakened. Who Nimrod looks like? Final evolution is Wobbuffet. I don't know what it is, but I said he looks like a marshmallow final evolution of Jigglypuff, so it's probably close. It'd be nice if you start an alt account, see how you can push it from now till gifting. I already have an alt that I plan on probably using a bit, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, special 2, it was effective, of course it was. I was wondering why the ball was getting bigger. Ah, shut up, Arman.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
What's up, Raven? How are you doing? Arman, timeout, Paul? Not yet. Not yet. What do you think about India? It's interesting country. It's like, why do you ask? You know, I've never been there. Seems amazing, huge, massive country, tons of people living there. But regardless of what I think about India, I must confess, I find your question extremely strange. Motivation of you asking it, even stranger. And yeah, I'm just every time questions like that come across, I understand how different I am from people who live in India, because Indians have seemingly very little idea of what's socially acceptable, at the very least in Europe. Because whenever I get asked like the most, I'm not gonna say offensive, but questions that I would never get asked by anybody from anywhere else in the world, it's always coming from like India or somewhere in the Middle East. Like the people who ask how much I earn or how old I am, or all the questions that people in Europe avoid asking and find rude to ask are on the table for people from India. So if somebody like asks me how much I make or how much YouTube pays me or whatever else, I immediately know that person is like pretty much guaranteed to be from somewhere in the Middle East. And that's not me having prejudice, that's just historically how it has been. Nobody else from anywhere in the world has asked me that question on a stream. Only people from that area in the world. Because I always make sure to find out or guess or talk about it whenever somebody asks me that. Oh yeah, what plans do you have? Well, there you go. Oh no, we didn't do the poll for a while. Sub Muhammad Usman, by the way, how are you doing? Big hello from Croatia. Thank you, Zamzek. What do you think of Cherokee, Kansas? I do not. What do you think of Cherokee, Kansas? I watched that. Oh, I know of Cherokee Bill, and I know of Cherokee Indians. I believe that was a tribe. Obviously, I'm aware of Kansas. That was Kansas was the tornado land, wasn't it? That was like that fucking Dorothy going to trying to get back home with her stupid dog or whatever. What was the name of that story? I know. There was a pussy lion, heartless scarecrow, and something. That's what I know about Kansas. Also, yeah, Kansas tornado land. Kansas wasn't meant to be home of Superman. Wizards of Oz, yes, there we go, Wizards of Oz. But yeah, Cherokee. I know that there was a character, Cherokee Bill. I believe he's featured in a movie that came out quite recently as well. About Wild West. The Harder They Fall, I think, something like that. Shut up, James. You're about to get spanked. But in general, I don't have a kind of like very wide knowledge of Kansas or Cherokee. So I don't think anything about it. I don't spend my days thinking about Cherokee. I said Superman, not Spider-Man though. Spider-Man's from Queens, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, I have been in 3 tornadoes. There you go. As an Indian, yeah, I agree. The social rules are quite different, and sometimes comes offensive. It often, not sometimes, it very often comes off extremely offensive. But you know, I'm not really the most sensitive person. Things like that, I just find it quite fascinating. Cherokee, Somali, yeah. Cherokee, I don't know. Leave me alone. You're not in Kansas anymore. That makes sense. Accurate representation of Wizard of Oz. There you go. This thing took an unexpected turn. It always does. It always does. That's about 800 people total. That's a joke. Well, see, I know something about it though. It's like, believe you me, unlike in America, in Europe they actually teach us about rest of the world, geography, and everything else. So we know things. We know things you guys would never know about our countries. There we go. When are you putting that analysis guide up? Don't think I am. This kind of Wizard of Oz, you should be writing children's books. I doubt that. I doubt that I should be writing children's books at all. So you don't lie awake and I thinking about Cherokee, Kansas? No, I do not. Scale from 10 to 10. How high you rate an Atlas? 10 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with 10 then. You had fever? Yeah, I'm still dealing with infections, and because of them I'm quite feverish, and my health is just a mess still. But, you know, I can't do nothing, so I tried to take up as much medicine as I can and struggle through my days. If I had the luxury of having a thicker bank account right now, I'd be laying in bed. I'd be laying in bed, and that would be about it. Just India, like he said, it's Middle East in general. Nice people for the most part. Yeah, exactly. It's from Middle East. It's different culture. That's all. I think it's different culture. Like Sentry. I don't know why Kebab doesn't like Sentry. I do not know. We had to take 2 years of world geography and world history in high school, and even before the middle school. Bullshit. How much of it do you know? How much of it do you actually know? It's like, I bet majority of the people who took your 2 years of world geography couldn't find fucking Australia on the map, let alone North Korea or something in Middle East or Europe. So you can call bullshit as much as you want, doesn't change the fact that you guys are fucking dumbasses in the eyes of the rest of the world. And that's a fact. The rest of the world, especially Europe, looks at average American. And I'm not saying, like, you know, that, you know, every country has smart people, every country has stupid people. I'm saying average American, in the opinion of pretty much everybody I have ever met in Europe, is a fucking dumbass. Especially when it comes to world geography or, you know, other countries' cultures, languages, or histories, or whatever else. You guys are so fucking obsessed with yourselves that you have never stopped to think what has happened to the rest of the world, and you barely even pay fucking attention. You think that the world started 200 fucking years ago. Here we go. That is. What's up, Sunspotted? How are you doing? I doubt many foreigners know about India. You're just smart. It's impossible not to know about India if you went to school, dude. India alone hosts like about what, 15% to 18% of the world's global population. Dude, you have more people living in that freaking one country. It's like India and China combined hosts more than well over a quarter of the global planet's population. If you know about two countries, you know that, you know, I forgot which one was the most populous. I think India is now the most populous. China used to be the most populous country, if I'm not mistaken, but they're fucking one kid policy and then two kid policies kind of screwed them over. China could still be the most populous country, but there's just a lot of very illegal, well, unregistered, whatever. They call them ghost people or ghost generation. People with no birth certificates and people with no passports. Anyways, let's just say that India and China are somewhat equal in the world's population. So what do you know? What are the first things you learn in geography? Russia is the largest country in the world. and also one of the least densely populated countries in the world, if not the least densely populated country in the world. And that China and India are the world's most populous countries. That's literally the basics. So no, everybody who has gone to school has learned something about India. How would Katie write children's book if it has no problem? Oh, don't worry, I'm quite creative enough. Instead of fucking, you can say fudging. Instead of, you know, you can always replace swear words with something a bit more creative. The chat is getting quite controversial. Katie, when children works, children go faster. Oh yeah, I definitely speed up the pull your pants up and process of the kids. I don't think anyone has not found Australia. I'm quite sure that there are plenty of people in the USA who would not find Australia. Fucking promise you. I could go off. Oh, you can go off with UK. Do you think I have some sort of fucking like blinders on in regards of UK? First of all, I'm not British. Second of all, I'm not blind. I see a lot of fucking things wrong with this country as well. It's like, you know, if you're going after the UK, I might join you. You know, it's not like I have like no love lost for the things that are happening here with all of their. I'm not even gonna get into that, but UK has to be the most spineless country that I have ever been in.
Shut up and take my money.
K-Dog coming in with 25.
$25. I'm offended. I'm fully aware Australia is the planet next to Saturn. So, there.
It's like almost. Let's look at the, like, this is how teachers teach in these days. This is how, what kind of response K-Dog would have gotten in school today. It's like, not quite right, but great job. You made it to the same solar system. So even though you're not technically correct when it comes to the details of it, it's like, you know, you got the solar system right. So you get a participation trophy. Because if you look at this question broad enough, yes, Australia exists in the same solar system as Saturn does. And that's why Americans are stupid. Because everybody gets a participation trophy. How's Nimrod damage? Depends on matchup. Some fights it's good, some fights not so much. But thank you very much, K-Dog, by the way. Let me get your name up there. CEO of Awesome. Where am I from? I'm from Latvia. Learning Russian may come in pretty handy. Well, it's a good thing that I know some Russian then. I don't have a birth certificate. You calling me a ghost? No, that's the term specifically for Chinese citizens. Excellent, right? I don't know the political situation in your country. Maybe you do not need the birth certificate or whatever else. Or maybe you have some different documentation. I was referring to specifically Chinese people. What's happening with the Barrowman post? Just since the last CC. We go down with the approach. Dude, what's happening with the Barrowman? I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what you're talking about there. China is still? Okay. Go off about... things I know. America. Or burger and guns. Burgers and guns and Jesus. Well, it depends on which state you're talking about. Because there are the Bible burger and guns cousin fucker states, and then there are sissy avocado sandwich toast man bun states. And you know, America is a big country. You know, they specialized in burger and guns, and now they are also specializing in Etsy home knitted, non-offensive, I don't know, bracelets and avocado and toast. So you need to know which specific place in America we are discussing. Well, bullshit they teach us shit in school that doesn't even help anywhere in real life. I completely agree. I completely agree. Schools are quite shit these days. But go to bed soon, so can't stay for long with this high school night for me. Alright, sun spotted. Well, go get some rest, my man. Go get some rest. I am from India and communal hate's increasing day, but it's not just India. The entire world is getting more and more polarized. The biggest problem right now in the world is lack of tolerance for differing opinion. And people being unable to talk and discuss or joke and roast each other. Everybody gets offended. I think if people spend half the effort trying not to get offended that they do spend trying not to offend somebody, the world would be a better place. The people from UK attack people from US and call us self-absorbed and all other shit that make moral high ground and everything despite their country killing the most people. Hey, I haven't killed anybody, you know. I don't care. Again, you can say whatever you want about UK, but as of right now in the world, UK is doing absolutely nothing fucking wrong compared to all the shitstorm US is doing. So you can use this whataboutism tactics, like what about UK, what about those people, what about those people, as much as you want. It does not change the fact that you did not refute or argue a single thing that I said about US. Only thing you said is like, oh yeah, well, but look at them. You know, you can use that bullshit strategy to as many people as you want, but fact of the matter is you did not refute or did not say anything that changes or disputes anything that I have said. Yeah, maybe UK is even worse, you know, for all I care. Theoretically, let's assume that UK is even worse. It still doesn't change the fact that you're shit. So, you know. What about them? What about them? What about them? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Look at yourself, first and foremost, before you start talking. Indians and Chinese done a lot of free time. Do they? I don't think so. Well, now in your videos you can't get Crystal Shards calendar. You need to wait till the next one starts. So if you just became Cav, then you need to... So, if you have become Cav now, your calendar will reset when the next month's calendar starts. It doesn't change in the middle of the month. You need to wait till the next month, then your calendar will get updated. Then your calendar will get updated. Simple as that. Right? Very good. Okay, armor break. Armor break. 4 Furies, smack in the face, die Guardian, die. There we go. Last two please, I just did read them. Do you speak French? A teeny weeny bit. I studied French for a couple of years, but I have forgotten the vast majority of it. I can still go like ça va or something like that, you know, but that's what I... Uncollected is the new Cavalier fact, so now. You mean Cavalier is the new Uncollected, but yeah. You lengthy chat about blackfighting in English brackets, that crap is disgusting. I agree. I hate blackfighting. I don't understand why anybody ever reads it. It's disgusting, it really is. He's right, let's discuss. Yes, 16 says no way home. I don't know. I don't want to discuss upcoming movies. In the stream chat. Not the UN General Assembly. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. British food is sure needs a revamp. Yeah, British food is shit. British food is shit. That's like the only good thing that has come from UK being such a wankers in past, that they have, you know, cuisine from all over the world, so they don't have to eat their own shit food. You know, there's full of like Chinese takeaways and Indian takeaways and Italian restaurants and stuff like that because British food fucking sucks. Who played with Richard comes in MC one day? Oh, you mean Cavill? Well, he might do because he's not gonna be Superman anymore, I believe. So you never know. Love burgers and guns, but I'm not religious at all. I own multiple guns and I'm completely pro Second Amendment. It's up to you. You know, we don't kink shame. Whatever is your kinks. For instance, my personal opinion about guns is that, you know, there's always somebody that there's just put down your fucking boom boom sticks. In modern civilized society, guns, in my personal opinion, are unnecessary, especially lethal guns. If you want to insist on self-defense, you know, then you should be focusing on self-defense with non-lethal rounds, and there should be fucking insane punishments, like for owning guns or for having guns out in public. That definitely has to be, as far as I'm concerned, much stricter gun laws. And you know, I have heard all the debates from both sides. You know, guns don't kill people, people kill people, and all that other shit. Fact of the matter is, rest of the world has given up the idea that everybody needs a gun to protect themselves, because they are fucking civilized people. You know, if you really want a gun, you can still have it, but you know, majority of the world has decided that it's not really needed. And I think, you know, and surprisingly, there's fucking a lot less gun crime across the world than there is in America. For a country that says that they are the freest country in the world, it's kind of funny that you guys have like the world's... I think you guys are in second place in the world in the most incarcerated population. You know, America, freedom, yay! But you guys are like putting each other in prison at like pretty much the highest rate on the planet. Or I think if you are not the highest, then you're in second place behind somebody like Mozambique or something, like some very, let's say, lesser developed country. I don't know exactly which place, but yeah, you guys are just fucking mental with them guns and your freedoms and everything. And yeah, it's kind of stupid. I think it's time to grow up. It's kind of like, in theory, there's absolutely nothing wrong with selling alcohol to a 10-year-old, you know? I was back home in Latvia, I was hangover, I wanted some cigarettes and some beer, and I was thinking about this. Like, I could give my nephew some money, he could go to the store and bring me my cigarettes and my beer for my hangover. But that's illegal. The only reason it is illegal, because there has been an incident, a problem in past where these minors have used alcohol themselves and, you know, problems have happened. In theory, the entire idea that a young man, he's like 12 or 13, he goes to the store daily, it's nearby the house, it's safe, and you know, he can go in the store and buy his chewing gums, his crisps. The idea that he can go in store, purchase cigarettes and a beer, and bring it to me and I will consume. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a child doing that. Would you agree? You know, it shouldn't be illegal. You know, if the kid is not consuming it, if the cigarettes are for me, if the beer is for me, there should be absolutely no problem with that kid going to the store, purchasing it, and bringing it back to me. Perfectly fine. Nobody's doing anything bad or immoral, aside from me, maybe. The fact it is illegal, because some fucker in past has ruined it for somebody. The same goes for majority of the laws. The reason why there are speed limits is because there have been cunts who have driven fast and who got into accidents. If everybody knew their limits, you know, there shouldn't be no speed limits, and you should, in theory, it should not be illegal for you to drive 150 miles an hour if you never get an accident, if nobody else is ever harmed. Yeah? If you can control, if you have perfect reaction time, maybe you're a professional race driver. If you can, because people are different, you know, some people drive so much worse than, you know, if somebody drives with 30 miles an hour and somebody drives at 80 miles an hour, you know, the driver at 30 miles an hour might get in an accident at the same place where somebody driving 80 miles an hour won't, because he's that much better of a driver, right? The reason the speed limit exists is because there has been a cunt who has been speeding and, you know, gotten in accidents, and it has happened over time, and some fucker fucks it up for everybody. And therefore, we as a community have to collectively agree, suffer the consequence, in saying that that is something that we can do away with in order to avoid further accidents and further problems. And the same shit is with guns. Obviously, guns don't kill people. People kill people. But guns sure as shit make it easier. And when it comes to the rest of the world pretty much unanimously, Australia, Europe, whatever else, has agreed that, you know, it's best to put those things away, lessen the temptation. It's best not to have them be as easily accessible, because you know what? People are cunts. And as far as I'm concerned, the whole kind of gun argument is very easy. You know, I get in an argument, I'm gonna get in a fist fight. If I get in an argument and if I have a gun and I lose that fist fight, I probably will use that gun to get my revenge anyway. You know what I mean? I might not even get into the fist fight in the first place. I might use the gun to get go. Or if I lose the fist fight, I'll use the gun because I will know that I can't do anything else, you know? So, where is... It's... What's the best way to put it? Having guns that are that easily accessible is kind of like having, I don't know, open bottles of vodka in front of alcoholics all day, every day. You're trying not to drink. It's probably not a good idea. Or like imagine that if you're a smoker who's trying to quit smoking and you have a friend all the time sitting next to you who has cigarettes and is smoking right next to you. That's effectively what's happening with the guns. What I think. You know? Anyways. At the same time, again, America is different culture and you have different arguments and you allow your freedoms and shit like that. And, you know, I'm not trying to say I know better. I'm trying to say this is how I think. I don't live in America and I'm not trying to teach anybody how to live. I'm just saying, for me, looking from outside, that whole shit just seems absolutely mental. I think everybody who says that is crazy. Just like everybody who thinks that it's okay for it to cost like $5,000 or $10,000 to call an ambulance. You know? The whole medicine situation. It's not fucking okay. It's not normal for anybody but you people in America. Same with guns, same with your like high medicine costs and stuff like that. You guys have accepted as normal for whatever reason, and that's on you. You know, you live there, that's your problem. But those are two of the main reasons why I never even want to go visit America, let alone live there. When I was growing up, it used to be my dream sometime live in America. The way things stand right now, I don't even want to go visit. I'd rather go visit India or any other third world country. Sorry, I don't mean to say that India is a third world country. I'm trying to say I'd rather go visit India or majority of the other countries in the world where there is no active war zone happening, you know. That's how poorly I look at safety in America. I'm much more likely to go to South America or somewhere else where there is a huge problem with crime and stuff like that. But at least I'm not gonna go broke if I break my leg, you know? It's like in America, if I get shot and I survive, I'm gonna go broke. I can go to South America, I might get shot, but I'm not gonna go broke. Safety is fine. It depends on the place, obviously. Not every place is crazy. But it's not just that, like, again, okay, if we're not talking about safety in the issue of, like, you know, a lot of gun crime, I'm talking what happens if I get food poisoning, if I need to go see a doctor. What happens then? Or what happens... I have been to Russia. I have been to Russia multiple times. What happens, you know, if I get ill? Or if I don't know, break my leg or something happens? How much will I have to pay for that shit? That alone, like, I will never, ever even consider visiting America unless I would have, like, you know, reasonable amount of money saved up. Just because, yeah, like, you know, get into a traffic accident and fucking go broke on top of it. How many people in America are calling fucking Ubers to their health emergencies because they can't afford ambulance? That's fucking inhuman. That's fucking inhuman. If somebody growing up to me would tell me that people are too poor to call an ambulance in America, that's not normal. That's not a well-off country. It's a fucked up place. So yeah, no, I have no interest in moving to America anymore, or even visiting at the moment. So I hope fallen behind the chat a bit. So I think I'm gonna. Everybody has dealt with the thin skin for criticism. Yes, 100%. What about Canada? Oh, we can get to Canada soon. Canada is a very special place these days. Free speech is only corrected here. I agree with them. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Oh yeah. I agree. My biggest issue today is all the overly sensitive, mega woke people who don't understand that they are being incredibly fucking racist and problematic, to use their language. I will agree with. I agree with that. I do think all of this this has and will end soon. And the problem is, the longer it carries on, because everything politically, pretty much, and in life moves in a pendulum. The more it swings one way, eventually the more it's gonna go the other way. And the longer this woke pussy ass participation trophy, offended 79 pronoun bullshit thing is gonna go on, the harsher eventually it will land on the other side. And that could potentially be worse. People just need to fucking slow the fuck down. Guardian's Canadian, yeah. Guardian's Canadian. Oh, British food sucks, man. Why does my connection suck too? British food sucks, I think. Enforcement agencies, Stone. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Americans just like boom boom sticks. That's all there is to it. Americans just like boom boom sticks. I'm actually doing that to my grandma as a kid. Yeah, oh, you mean just sending to... Yeah, my dad used to do it to me, because, you know, there was a... It was still illegal, but we had a store nearby our home who kind of knew me and my dad, and they still let it happen, you know. About the store thing and beer and stuff like that. But it's only, you know, kind of like hometown store. Can you talk after the stream? Not straight after the stream, but in a couple of hours after the stream I can talk. Yeah, because I have a few things I need to deal with first. Mexican Joker. About anything. Get a new Mystic Champ, the new Divas to shut down glancing mechanism. I think we will. I think we will soon enough. I think you're correct, Virendra. I got something. I mean, if zombie apocalypse occurs, America is probably the safest country. It's actually incorrect. Probably the safest country would be some sort of, you know, mountain European country, like in Alps, like tiny country, like, you know, where it's easy to naturally protect. Because America is huge and there's a lot of open land in America. So geographically speaking, you know, no, I don't think America would be the one that does the best. I was asking about upcoming buff for Hawkeye, had him a 6-star champion. Well, we don't know details of it yet. We don't know what's gonna happen with Hawkeye buff. Hopefully it's good. I hope it's good. Man, come on, the connection. I'm gonna slap somebody. Look at that, I got an unblockable buff. He nullified it, but I still managed to sneak in a hit. Talk about a win-win. Country, the world will end anyways. The world will end anyways at some point, yeah. But you know, it's a bit different if it happens in 100 years or 100 million years. In today's episode of countries where you can go broke by kitty. Japan's very expensive from what I hear. I remember growing up dreaming to visit and live in US. Nowadays I'm thankful to live in Russia. Yeah, exactly. Nowadays I'm thankful I don't live in America. And I mean it. Let's go, Brandon. Ooh. Canada is hospitable. Well, my personal impression of Canada has been wholeheartedly destroyed by the entire Jordan Peterson situation, first of all. Canada, I think, was the first country in the world who, in modern history, that tried to dictate speech. So that immediately tells me that, you know, woke shit has gone too far there. And the second of all, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, but one of the most horrible human beings that I have ever had the displeasure to interact with and have had to tolerate in regards of this game is from Canada. So, you know, I cannot stress this enough. My impression of Canada has been absolutely ruined within the last 5 years or so. And I kind of pity the average Canadian at this point. Especially an average Canadian MCOC player, because of an overgrown man-child with bad facial skin. It is really putting in work to make sure that, you know, nobody likes Canada anymore. Nobody playing MCOC. Okay, let me put it like this: nobody that actively plays MCOC and is aware of situation does think that an average Canadian is, you know, super polite, chill guy anymore. We have a new different poster child for Canada, if you will. America's like Cayman times. You get injured in deep shit. Pretty much. Icarus is still bugged, yes. Yes, I have seen Brian's video about gifting exploit, yes. Yeah, I agree. I remember mine had surgery recently. His bill was like $17,000 after insurance. Real fucking garbage. Exactly. Exactly that. Exactly that. Exactly that. Professor X worth a max or rank 4? You mean max 5-star? Yeah. A max out Professor is 5-star. Everything out of Moscow and decently large cities. Russia sucks, Moscow is. Oh, Russia obviously has different set of problems. You know, Russia has different set of problems. But, you know, don't get me wrong. Regardless of situation with Russia, growing up has definitely made me realize that I want very little to do with America in its current state. You get buried as pets in Russia. You say number one in everything good and bad. Not really true though, because truth of the matter is, the thing you don't understand is America is exceptionally mediocre in a lot of cases. Like, I think, for instance, America has recently fallen out in out of top 10 in terms of education quality in the world. So they're not awful. They're not good either. When it comes to education standards in America, as in those have fallen drastically. and that's like a good indicator. You guys, you know, there are things and places where you are super high, but in a lot of aspects, America is just kind of mediocre these days. When it comes to average median income of a household or quality of education, and yeah, it's nothing special about it anymore. Or a lot less special anyways than it used to be. Guardian's probably asshole too, probably. All Canada got such chills, they start forcing it on everyone, pretty much, I guess. Can live here in Greece, you will love it. I probably will. I probably agree. Too much emphasis on elevated stupidity, anyone? I'm not talking, well, joke, I know. But I'm saying, all I'm saying is that that person is, you know, perfect poster child. Exactly, every single place in the world has pros and cons. Every single place in the world has pros and cons. It's Rin as Irina in Russian. Caffeine is my game. Irina. Ah, that's nice. I knew a girl called that. Yeah. She was a cool girl. She was Latvian, but Russian descent as well. Ah, shit. Whoopsies. To be honest, I had experience speaking with Americans. I don't understand how they were in top 10 on education. Good mysteries. No, the reason why they were top 10 is because in Europe, level of education at large is fairly stable. Like in my country, in Latvia, you can go to really good school or relatively mediocre school. And you will have a gap in the quality of education those people receive, but not a huge one. At large, the curriculum is pretty much the same, and there is not that big of a difference. In America, there is a huge fucking difference from kids that get to study in poor and kids that have to go to, the kids that have to go to poor schools and the kids that get to go to rich schools. There is a huge difference in America. Because it's kind of weird in USA as well, because the laws are weird where depending on which area you live, there are in some places where you have to go to this certain school, and the entire, like for instance in Latvia, if you like, you can go to any school. You can live in one city, go to school in another city, like whatever. It's up to you. Obviously, like typically people go to schools that are like, you know, relatively close to them or whatever, but in theory, like any kid from anywhere in the world can apply and get accepted in any school. That's it. There's not much else to it. And in America, it's not like that. It's kind of like if you live here, you have to go to the school there, kind of thing. In a lot of places, and that's kind of fucked up as well. That means if for instance your parents are not wealthy, but you're fairly clever, you still have to go to a shit school, for instance. And it's just fucked up. There are a lot of things that are very, very wrong and that are fucking people and most sadly kids over. And it's just getting worse, like because of all of these social programs. They are, I think in New York, they are canceling the gifted programs, for instance. Because math is racist these days, and you know, stupid crap like that. So we'll see where it ends up. I can tell you one thing. You know, kids don't give a shit about any of that, but you're forcing them. What mobile phone you use for MCOC gaming? I use iPhone. You see new anime about Russian cosmonaut who is a vampire? And I have not seen that anime, no. I have not seen that anime. feel more safe nowadays in Russia since many immigrants here. Police brutality, punish homeless, drug dealers, and criminals. Literally, I feel safe. But that's Moscow. You know, again, like, don't get me started. Russia has completely different set of problems. You know, the biggest problem I think in Russia, like, obviously nobody can deny, it's fucking corruption. Everybody steals everything from the state, and therefore, did you know that Russia is in fact slowest growing, like, economy for people? Like, your income increase is pretty much the slowest in the world, and you're pretty much the most corrupt country in the world, where even in schools teachers say, you know, it's okay to steal, or everybody steals. I have been in Russia, and I grew up in post-Soviet Union country, in Latvia, and we had a lot of problems with that. But, you know, in Latvia, a lot of people kind of grew out of it. Those things didn't change because criminals got in power in Russia. That's effectively what it is. And you kind of ended up where you were, where you have democracy in name, but it's not. And you, as a country, at this point, have very compromised morals. It's easy for everybody to judge other people, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But Russia as country, as a culture, has decided that it's okay for bad people to be in power if they can do well enough job or good enough things as they perceive. Russia's culture does not care that somebody's corrupt and they have, I don't know, $1 billion in their bank account if they do relatively good job governing, for instance. You know, majority of the other Eastern Europe countries, things like that wouldn't fly. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal, and you have no right to govern, for instance. In Russia, people have made their peace with it, kind of. And there's quite a lot of propaganda and there's quite a lot of shady shit. I actually have looked into Russia political situation quite a lot over the last half a year, and it's quite fucked up. Quite fucked up. Anyways, that'll do for today's stream. I think we have had a quite healthy discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that'll be it for now. I'll be back probably in the evening, maybe. We'll see. I have some videos to upload and other stuff to do. Yeah, hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you later. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next month.
I'm in danger!